So here's a song. It's a good finishing song. And this, I'm going to tell a little story here. Because, like, the first request I got today was for a girl from Ipanema. I don't know if you guys can see the song request queue. And when I do these shows, and I've did this kind of show in piano bars for years. But I also did, for about the last 25 years, shows in nursing homes, where I'd just go play for an hour and then go to another. So I would do like 2 or 3 shows a day. And I would ask for requests. And a lot of times, the first request would be a song like Stardust, Sentimental Journey. I don't know that a girl from Ipanema was ever the first in those shows, but it was certain songs St. Louis Woman would, certain songs would always come up. And sometimes they'd be the first. So I took a trip to North Carolina, and I started to do shows. And the first show I did, I asked for requests, and the first request was for a song, Goodnight Irene. And I had heard the song, but nobody had ever asked me to play this song in all the years I've been playing in piano bar. Nobody ever asked me to play this song. It was never requested. But I knew the song, and it's a simple song, so I faked my way through it. And got through it, figured it out. By the time I started, everybody was singing along. It's that kind of song, and they helped me learn the words. I go to play another show that afternoon, and I ask for requests. After I do a couple of tunes, I say, anybody have something to hear? And the first request was for Goodnight Irene. Now, nobody ever asked me for this song in 50 years of playing. Nobody ever asked me to play this song, and now it was the first request 2 shows in a row. Well, I knew it because I'd just done it, so I did it, and everybody sang along, and a good time was had by all. Well, I'll make the story short, but that happened, and this is hand to God, and I have a witness, partner who was with me, and she was there. 10 shows in a row. For 10 shows in a row, every time I asked for a request, the first request was for Goodnight Irene. I mean, by the 8th and the 9th time, it was really scary. It was eerie. I mean, I could not believe it. Now, I was in North Carolina, and I could have understood it if it was for Carolina in the Morning, or Carolina Moon, or Carolina anything, or Dixie even, or something like that. But Goodnight Irene is a very popular song in High Point, North Carolina, I can tell you that. Last Saturday night, I got married, and me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted, gonna take another stroll downtown. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Hey, Claudette. Now, sometimes I live in the country, sometimes I live in a town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Now, after the trip, I came back to California. And I was telling my kids this story because it was so unusual about how for 10 shows in a row, I got the same request for the first song. And they'd been with me during shows. They knew how it goes. So they said to me, hey, Dad, what was the name of the song? I said, it was something you never heard of. It was an old song. And they He said, "Oh, Dad, what was the name of the song?" I said, "What difference does it make? You never heard of it." And he said, "Come on, just tell us." So I said it was called Goodnight Irene. And they looked at me like I was crazy. I said, "Dad, everybody knows the song Goodnight Irene. The Grateful Dead do it all the time. And if they do it, everybody knows it." So I got schooled. Now, gentlemen, stop your gambling. Stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and family, to your fireside so bright. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see